Hello and welcome back to Marineford TCG, Night Edition. My name is Joe. Drink of the day is an Inches Cloudy Apple Cider. And today I've been playing Koala. So this Koala build is a little bit more teched out than a lot of them. I'm trying some pretty interesting cards at the moment. I will be going over the full list because Koala is a new leader. If you want to skip straight to the games, obviously go straight ahead. So Koala is a 4-life 5k black yellow leader, Rev Army Dressrosa. When this leader attacks your opponent's leader, if you have 2 or more 8-cost characters in play, draw a card. This gives you extra draws to increase your consistency and increase how long you can play the game. And then once per turn, when your opponent plays a character with an original cost of 8 or more, or plays a character with the effect of a character, then you can use this effect and you can make them add a life to their hand. So this comes up whenever your opponent plays a big guy or whenever your opponent cheats out a guy. This is relevant into, of course, anything that costs 8. Katakuri, Blue Sanji, Big Mum, 10-cost Teach, all sorts of stuff. And just sort of acts as a pseudo burn effect built in. It's not as crazy as people were thinking it was going to be when this was first revealed, but it's definitely no joke. So obviously with Koala, you want to get those 8 costs down as quickly as possible. And they've printed in this set a bunch of small characters that increase their own cost to 8. One such, and one of the best ones really, is this hack. He's a 4/5/1k with the Dressrosa and Rev Army types. If your leader has the Rev Army type, this character gains blocker and +4 cost, which makes him 8. On KO, if your leader is Rev Army, KO a character with an original cost of 4. And that is original. So into opposing hacks, you can take them out. Into the Rayleigh that you see in the Sanji builds, you can take it out. Into a Frankie blocker in a purple-black Luffy deck that's been increased by 1, you can take them out. It's really nice. It's like a sort of slightly worse version of Lucky Root. We've also got this Morley. He's a 4/5/2k that gets +4 cost. It's fine. Really, you want to be playing hack on 4 literally every game, but Morley is a nice backup that's also a 2k. I've also got 2 Lindbergh, just to increase my consistency of playing out one of these 8 costs on 4. Lindbergh, just on play, draw 1, trash 1, and he gets +4 cost. He's not been very good. I've not played him yet, but that's kind of why I want him in the deck, right? I want him as redundancy for those games where you don't see hack or Morley. Possibly not needed, and this is a flex slot for sure, but he's here. Then on your 6th on turn, you're going to want to play your second 8 cost. So ideally, if you've played, say, hack on 4 and then something else on 6, your leader effect is going to be drawing cards from as soon as your 6th on turn, which is really, really good. And what extra cards do we have to play? Well, we have Karasu. He's a 5/6/1k with Rev Army type. If your leader is Rev Army, he gets +3 cost. Goes to 8. Magic number. And then when you're attacking, if your leader is Rev Army and your opponent has 5 or more cards in their hand, they got to trash 1. And a few of the cards in this deck are all based sort of around hand scam. So this Karasu just sort of forces extra resources out of your opponent, which you're then burning their lives. It all sorts of adds together to not a starve strategy, but sort of like a different form of starve. We've also got this Robin. She is a 6/7. If your leader is Koala or Luffy, she gains blocker and +3 cost, taking her to 9 for some reason. On play, you can trash 1. Then if your opponent has 5 or more in their hand, they got to trash 2 cards from their hand. This is incredibly obnoxious. If you hit someone like at that magic number of 5 with this, they got to trash like 40% of their hand. It's not fun to be on the receiving end of this Robin. And then she's just a 7k blocker, which is a good stat line. This really is one of the best cards in the deck. And one you're always happy to see on 6, pretty much. Another one we have on 6 is Kuma. He's a 6/7/1k. How this card is not a brick, I don't know. On play, you can trash 1. You get a heal from the top of your deck. And then he gains +2 cost until the end of your opponent's next turn. So this extra cost obviously protects him from a couple of breakers like Raging Tiger and Lin. But more so, it just means that if you play this on 6, then your leader effect fires, which is really good. And then opponent's turn on KO, you get a heal. So if they take out Kuma, you get a heal. When he comes down, you get a heal. He's just healing all over the place. Really good card. And then to tie this package all together, we have Dragon. He's an 8/8 brick with the Rev Army type. On play, you can bottom deck 3 Rev Army cards from your trash, then play any 6 cost from your trash. Not color locked, not type locked, just your leader has to be Rev Army, and you have to bottom 3 Rev Army cards. So you're forced into a very heavy Rev Army package with this deck, but this guy can summon non-Rev Army cards, which is definitely something to note. Now, what sort of non-Rev Army cards am I playing in this deck? Well, not many. We've got 2 copies of Stussy. She's just like a big guy that gets with your opponent's big guys. Really nice for dealing with things like 8-cost Mihawk, 8-cost Katakuri, really anything in blue-purple Luffy. Big guys in Kuzan, all sorts of stuff this Stussy is very good for. And we're happy to obviously ditch our searchers. I'm also trying out this Sanji. He's weird. He's like sometimes really good, but sometimes you just brick up on these. So I'm not sure this is an include quite yet. But I think the logic is there. Being able to summon a KO option off your dragon feels pretty good. And you can even just do this on 6, because whilst your leader doesn't increase his cost, if you play a Hack or a Morley or a KO or a Lindbergh on 4, you can just drop the Sanji on 6, because that's your 6 cost for his claws. So into decks like Zoro, if you drop like a Hack on 4, and then they attack into it with the Tashigi rest effect thing, you can remove the Tashigi with the Sanji, which in theory gets you a good start. Zoro is still a really difficult matchup, but I think this Sanji is kind of cute, and we do have a lot of trash effects between the Kuma and the Robin, so that we shouldn't brick too much on these. And then the last non-Rev Army card is 2 copies of Black Spiral. This is a really niche counter event. It's 2 Don counter, nullify the effect of one of your opponent's leaders or characters, and then give them minus 4,000 power. So the idea with this, right, is against Zoro, they put usually 3 Don on their leader, swing 8. If you've got 2 Don open for the Black Spiral, you can negate that 8 down to 4, and then also stop them restanding, which is really quite strong. It kind of just neuters their leader completely, but you do have to find it, and this is not searchable, so In terms of tying the deck together, we've got 4 of the Captain's Assemble event. It's like a brand new style event. You look at the top 3, grab a Rev Army card, trash the rest, trigger Activate Main, which is a nice little bonus. And we've got the Koala who has the same effect, except she can also grab Nico Robin. So the Koala can search the Robin, but the Captain's Assemble cannot search the Robin. So she's slightly less searchable than the other cards, but still pretty searchable. And then in terms of the last couple of 2Ks, I've got 4 of this Inazuma. It's purely a searchable 2K. You're realistically never playing this out. And if you want to swap this for a different 2K, you certainly could. There's a Bello Betty Rev Army 2K that gives -2 and mills some cards when it attacks, but it's a 3/4, which kind of sucks. You could also just play a non-Rev Army 2K. I was considering playing the 4-cost Perona in this build. And I've also seen people playing 3-cost Beige, because it's yellow, you might as well play Beige. But I was having some issues where, because this is just top 3, and there's a few non-Rev Army cards that I'm teching already, I was whiffing occasionally, so I've gone back to the Inazuma. And then you got Kuma, he's a 4/5/1K, he's Rev Army, and sometimes he has a trigger play, which is fine. It's the second best Rev Army 2K, after, of course, the Morley, and then the 3rd slot where I've got this Inazuma, that's the one you can swap out. Some other cards you can consider playing, 5-cost Sabo, always a consideration, but there's not that much KO in the format at the minute. It's mainly like bot deck and rest, so I don't think he's essential, but he is an option. You've also got the big Sabo, who I don't think is very good, but he is there. Waxing Fist is an option if you don't like Black Spiral. It's a searchable Rad Beam to all intents and purposes. There's also this Ivankov blocker. He's fine, he just mills 3 on play. It's a nice little 3-don play, but on 4, you don't want to be playing this because this is not an 8-cost, and that's not optimal, obviously. But it does fill your trash for your dragon. There's also a couple of yellow Rev Army cards that I see some people play. The Karasu trigger blocker, funny trigger blocker, I guess. It's not great, though. This Sabo is another 2K, but I really don't like this guy's effect. I'd rather just play the vanilla in a deck like this. You've also got this Koala blocker if you want to go wider. She can play out like a Hack or a Morley, which is fine, but it takes your own life, and as a 4-life leader, I don't really love that. This Sabo is fine, but he doesn't do a lot. And then there's this new Sabo that they printed in the set. He's pretty cool. If you have 3 less life, he gains blocker and +3, so he's a 5/6 blocker. Then on play, you can take a life and draw 2 trash 1. It's like a scuffed queen. I wish it just didn't have to take a life. I don't know really why it has to do that. Seems a little unfortunate, but hey, it is what it is. He's pretty good, but I'm not sold just yet. And then one other card that I was having some good success with is this Linlin. This is a really nice summon off a dragon because it's always live. Robin, if they can get their hand below 5, she doesn't do anything. If it doesn't matter how low your hand is, Linlin's always taking your cards or she's taking your life. So it's pretty good. That's about it for the deck list. I'm sure there's going to be more options that come to light as we move on. This is what I'm working with at the minute. And here's some games. Can I go into Kuzan? I'm going to take second. Pretty good curve, right? Koala into Hack, into Robin or Sanji. We'd be greedy to not keep that. That's a strong curve. We get a Lindbergh, sure. We'll go with the Koala. I think we just have to take Dragon there. This is a solid-ass curve, right? We got Hack into Robin, into Dragon. Dragon's even got a reasonable target in the Kuma. 8 to 5, absolutely. No triggers, though. We're going to go 5 at lead, and then we're just going to play out the Hack. Keep it nice and simple. Unlikely he removes the Hack. It looks like he's going to be playing Borsalino, though. We'll give a 2k no blocker. We'll give the Morley. And resolve that there. Yes, does have the Borsalino. Very nice. Means we can't really swing. We'll still do it, just in case he fucks up. He should always block this, indeed. But you've got to check. You've got to check them, right? You never know. And we're going to deploy this. We'll trash this so that we have Rev Army cards in the trash. Force him to trash 2. Kuzan loves having lots of cards. If we can stop him from having lots of cards, it's pretty good. Pretty good. Ditches a Aramaki and a Pheasant Peck. Seems good to me. 7 Don, likely to play out the Kuzan. Indeed, the Kuzan going to stop our Robin from attacking. Yes, very good. And then, if he has a Shigi, he can play it. If not, I mean, he can just take out the block. Oh, he's going to swing the Borsa. Don't mind that. We do have 3 Rev Army cards in here already for our Dragon. Probably just summoning the Kuma. Seems fine. We don't... Do we want to summon the Kuma? Yeah, we can just summon the Kuma. We can just take this one. So that we have more options. I mean, the Sanjis are kind of annoying. So, let's go 5 here. Get on the Sanji. Okay, Sanji Gaming. I'll attack with the Hack, because it's just kind of whatever. Yeah, it kind of doesn't do anything. It's just attack with him. He gets a card, very nice. We'll go with the Dragon, send back the 2 events and the Morley. Play out the Kuma. Kuma, trash one of these Sanjis, get a heal, pass it over. Still got our big blocker. If he wants to play out one of his 8 costs, we're going to make him take a life. We're going to go up Kuzan, we're going to make him take a life. And then he can do his Kuzan effect. Interesting to see he's playing the Borsalino. That's a tech you don't often see in the Kuzan. Good card. Just a rare include. He can freeze our Dragon, most likely. Very nice. Freezes our Dragon. Seems good. Draws a million cards. Bag up to 5. Good stuff, good stuff. Does he want to leave one open for an event? He might do. He might do. It's going to go 6 into Robin. If you want to go 8 onto 7, yep, that's fine. We'll take that any day of the week. So one thing that's a little annoying is I'd love to Stussy here. Just get rid of one of these Garps. We have to KO something, right? We have to trash one of our dudes. So that means we're losing the Hack every time. So let's just attack for 5 with the Hack. May as well. We get a 2k. What a treat. We'll go 6 here with the leader. We draw a Karasu. We've got a load of cards here. Look at this. It's crazy. We're definitely going to go with the Stussy here. Get rid of this Garp. We'll go 7 with the Kuma. Going to keep a... he can just block 2. He can't just block 2. Yeah, we'll leave this up, I think. We'll play the Stussy over the Koala. We'll trash this. Okay, this. And then pass. So we get rid of his massive unit. He's still got these 2 8Ks, which is a little annoying. But the only thing he can attack is Kuma. It's going to be hard for him to go for game, especially with our hand this big. If he has Pudding, that could be reasonable. But that costs him 4 dons, so then his lethal is a lot harder. We'll just have to see. And honestly, the pudding could help us because we got, like, what, 2Ks and then 4 1Ks and then 2 bricks. It's not like the most counter in the world. The Lindberghs have not been great so far, I can't lie. We'll go... Just pop 2K this. I think I'm fine with that. If he splits, it's 10-10. We can counter a 10. If he puddings and splits, it's 7-7. No, 8-8. Could probably counter an 8. I'll just take this one, that's fine. Nine, well, we're going to counter that. Sure, it doesn't matter. GG's, we'll go 7. Then we'll go 9. Then we'll go 18. Well played to our opponent. And we were just able to force him to trash the card. We had the perfect curve there, right? We had the hack into the Robin, into the dragon, and even summoning a good target with the dragon. Yeah, GG's. It was a well-played game. And then we had the Stussy on curve. The Stussy's super clean. Either way, well played to our opponent. Let's move on. Going second into Sanji. I think I'm fine with that. Got hack, got Robin. This is a pretty good curve, you know? I'm liking it. We've even got the Sanji as an option. Let's keep. I'm going to crack open a cold one. Good stuff. Right, he crashed the wedding and got the new Sanji. Makes sense. We're going to go with this. We can take Kuma or Koala. We've got another searcher. Having a Kuma might be nice as an option. We've got another searcher. And we'll definitely take the dragon there. We don't have any 2Ks, but I don't mind taking a swing anyway. We're going to go with a hack, and he'll sort of have to be careful on when he wants to attack the Sanji. Obviously, it can negate the removal, but does then cost him Dons. Luffy's the man, will be the king of the pirates. We're going to use that. Going to use a birth burst for the leader effect. Very nice. Draws approximately 1 trillion cards. 7-5 we'll be taking. No trigger. We do get another dragon. We can dragon spam. This is actually really nice into their Sanjis. But it just, like, puts them down to 0. Ow, it's crazy. Sorry, I'm stalling. We're going to go 5-on-5. One thing about them is they don't play a lot of counter. It's really just their characters. And they like their characters, obviously. We're going to go with a hack and pass. Very much hope our hack doesn't get removed. He is an 8 cost. So, fingers crossed. What's birth burst? Does this hit original? No, this hits just cost 4. So, not original. That's big. Goes another one of those. Does he have... And he has another birth burst. Very nice. We're going to scam some cards next turn with our Robin. Probably just going to ditch the Sanji. 5-on-5. We only have 1k counter. Wowee. Well, I guess we'll ditch the Kuma. Seeing as it is our 1k counter. What a treat. And he goes with the Reiju. So the Reiju is a nice big blocker. We're going to go with this. How do we draw another brick as well? So many goddamn bricks, bro. It's crazy. We're going to go Robin, ditch that Sanji. He's got a trash too. Ditches a Searcher event and a Gum Gum Giant. You'd love to see it. We'll swing 5, draw a card. It's a 2k, thank God. He can just free block, but, you know, we needed to draw the card. He wanted to take. Okay, fair enough. I respect it. I respect it. I don't know if it was necessarily correct, but I respect it, nonetheless. The fact that this KO's original 4 is actually kind of insane into the Reiju, right? If he swings with either of them, well, we can just pop the Ray. Seems pretty good to me. You know? Seems pretty good to me. Plays out the Sanji, plays out the Pudding, going to be looking for an event. Gets a Gum Gum Giant, very nice. Good event that, who knew? 3 Don left, could play another Sanji if he has one. Could swing slightly large. Do we want to take this trade, right? Obviously, we can't remove this, but we can hack and KO the Reiju. Or we can just free block. I mean, if he wants to red rock this, then, like, fine. I'm just going to take the free block, you know. If he wants to attack with the Reiju, then we'll take the trade. It made no difference, right? Made no difference. Yeah, 3 Don, not sure what for. We're going to play out Dragon next turn. Our summons, I'd love to have another Robin in there, but we don't. It is what it is. We can summon Kuma. Oh no, we do have a Robin in there. Insane. Insano. I didn't even realise. I thought we were out of Robins. Well, that's just perfect. We'll go with the Dragon. Send back the 2 events and the Koala Searcher. Summon the Robin. Trashing with the other Sanji. Force him to trash 2 more cards from his 5-card hand. Kind of brutal when you think about it. Kind of brutal. Loses a Bruchette Blow and another Gum Gum Giant. Let's go 5, draw a card, we get another Kuma. He should really start blocking with this Reiju at some point, but I do understand he wants to get cards. Looks like he does have a trigger. Looks like nothing helpful, though. I'm going to attack once more. If we can get a 1k out of him, that's pretty good. Takes down to 1. Incredible. Now we'll pass it over. These Robins just so good into the Sanji. And this hack just constantly threatening the KO on the Reiju. It's pretty scary. Another Sanji comes down, but it's not going to help him much. Gets the... Oh, that hits original cost. Okay, so I should have done it last time. I didn't realise the Jet Culverin hit original cost. The Bruchette Blow didn't hit original cost, but this did. Weird one, that. Weird one. Hey, good to know. Good to know. 9-7. Can do another 9-7. Sadly, we're going to have to let that go. I can't save it, so we're going to have to let it go. 7-5. We can block 1k this, but if he does 9, I won't be too thrilled. Is he likely to do 9? I don't think so. I don't think he's likely to do 9. And I doubly don't think this is likely to swing. Yeah, 7 makes some sense. 7-7. So we can sussy this. We don't have anything to get rid of very nicely, though. I think we'll just give another 1. Yeah, we'll give another Kuma. It's fine. He's got 2 Don active. He's going to swing with that. That feels like a mistake. I mean, he got all of our cards, don't get me wrong, but still doesn't feel great, right? We can Robin sussy, but that feels really bad. I think the best play here is likely just Dragon. I'm going to start by swinging with this, because he's very low on cards, so it's going to be awkward for him to counter potentially. And we've still got 2 swings, we can still go for lethal. I just don't think I really want to. I'm happy just Dragoning. I think here. He has the Giant of 5, though. I mean, that doesn't feel good. As much as this is an event. If we swing 9, though, it's kind of awkward for him. What would our splits be here? We could do 9. We could do 13-13. That's so hard for him to counter out of. Can even do like 12, 14, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can play like... I think I'm going to go 11. Because then we can still do Koala and look for a blocker. And this still demands a 4k event, a 2k, and a 1k. Right? And Sanji plays a lot of events, doesn't play that many 2ks and 1ks. Does have the Concasse. Looks like he can counter it. Okay. Okay. Got the Jet Gatling. Scary stuff. Well then. Let's go with this. Hack's good. We can do hack and hold 2 for Black Spiral. We do have 0 counter, but we've got 2 blockers. And we've got 3 lives. So I think we should be okay. The Spiral just gets us out of 1 swing immediately. The hack also does. It can just KO the Reiju if any of these decide to swing first. Unless he has that Jet Culverin again. If he has the Jet Culverin again, that's tough. 10 into 8. No. Resolve. Get rid of that. That's a really poor play, in my opinion. I don't understand that at all. Unless he just didn't read that hit original cost. This is 8. These are only at 7. Can they get to 8? Yeah. How many character in here? 1, 2, 3. 3 characters? This can become 8 very quickly, very easily. Just... No blocker. Black Spiral. Resolve. And yeah, look, it brings it down to... it takes away that buff. Sure. Just keep the bigger character, I guess. Farm 5, yeah, why not? Sussy, sure. He's got no dons open. That is GG's. 9. Interesting last turn there. I feel like he really should have gone for game. I don't think he could have got there. What did he have? No, he just had 2 Funos case. Definitely couldn't have got there because our hack blocker and our Robin blocker bought us 2 hits. We had a couple K coming out of life, but the main thing was that Black Spiral just immediately negating 1. Hack negates another, and Robin negates the 3rd. So it was kind of impossible for him to win there. But regardless, he should have at least given it a go, right? Either way, well played to our opponent. Let's move on. Got to give him to Zoro. He's taken first. We've got the Sanji. If we can stick the Morley, we're in a good spot to go Morley into Sanji. So I'm going to keep. We've also got the Captain's Assemble. I wish it was a Koala, because this Hiyori's here now. Maybe we'll get a Koala off of this. No Koala off of that. Never mind. We'll just take another 2k here, I think. We'll take the... I guess the Kuma for a bit of variety. And then we'll pass it over. Would have been nice to get a Koala to deal with this. What do we get next time? He's going to play Shigi. We're going to be countering the 8 on 5, and then taking the 8 on 5 into leader. I don't really want to take 2 swings. We'll give 1k here. I'll give the Kuma the 2k. Because I think I'm going to choose to play the hack. Ah, he does get the Tashigi. That's slightly annoying, actually. Because then we can't Sanji's dude. And if we take the hack block on the Tashigi... That's frustrating, actually. Let's go 5 here. We'll, yeah, don't love that. Don't love that at all. I guess maybe we'll go with the Karasu on the following turn. Let's go with the hack anyway. We've got to defend our hack regardless if this is Tashigi. Which, you never know. He could not have it. He could just have like a Cavendish. That would be the dream. But they've always got the Tashigi, the 5. Oh! They're both named Tashigi. You could tell I'm not used to these cards. Yes, we will counter that one every single time. We'll give you 2 Zumas, and then I'll take this 8 on 5. Absolutely. No triggers. So we're not going to get to draw a card here, but the Sanji is going to be able to KO this Tashigi because it's named Tashigi, which is solid. I'm not going to swing with the hack. No, I'm not going to swing with the hack. Let's go 6. Hopefully no trigger to rest our hack. Indeed, no trigger. Deploy this, get rid of that, end the turn. Took me a minute there to remember that interaction. It's weird, right? But the Sanji is really, really good. It's the Koshiro that we can't deal with. Not the 3-cost Shigi. Silly mistakes. Luckily realised before it was too late. The one thing here is we are not in a great spot. We're very low on cards because you have to defend this first character. Otherwise, you can't do the Sanji thing. So it just sort of puts us in a tricky spot. And we don't currently have Dragon. Otherwise, I would happily trash this Kuma. But without the Dragon, it's just tricky. He does grab a Koshiro there. If he's just going to do 6, we can... This is 5 for Cavendish, I guess. I'm going to 2k out of this one. Yeah, 5 for Cavendish and then 2 for Koshiro. Okay, he's got the whole gang. He's got the whole gang. And we need to take this out. This is the best thing for swinging into this. Yeah. Yeah, that's the best thing for swinging into this. Because I don't really want to swing with Hack. And our leader wants to attack into his leader. Now, do we want to go with the Kuma or the Karasu? I think it's the Kuma here. We'll ditch the Karasu. So we can swing 7 with our lead. But we can't do that yet because we have to play out our second 8 cost. Ditch the Karasu, get the heal, swing in for 8. There's the Dragon. Nice. We can Dragon next turn. Don't have a great target. Hopefully he gives us one. If he wants to swing to this Sanji, it's a weird interaction there, right? Yeah, this is a weird interaction. So if... So let me work this out, right? If we KO this, this can rest itself. No, this isn't slash. This isn't slash. So we can let both of these go here. We'll resolve this and then use that to get rid of that. It's so weird, though, isn't it? 8-6. We can defend this. What's he got for 5? Another Cavendish? A Smoker, maybe? Smoker could be pretty good. I think I'm fine. Just let this go, though. Yeah. And then we'll take this 8 on 5. Absolutely. Get a Koala. Not too bad. Hiyori. Okay. Has he got another Chigi to play down? Paradise Waterfall. Okay, he's got a lot of searches. That's not great. Got the Dracula Mihawk. Right. Well, we're going to need to Dragon this turn. What are we dragoning into? If we dragon into any of our Revo Army characters, we can get a draw. So weird. This is annoying, this guy. This guy is very annoying, because we can't dragon into Sanji. And remove something. I mean, we can remove the Hiyori, but that's it. That's it. And this Kuma is no longer 8 cost. Which is frustrating. I'd have loved a Robin. We could go with the Koala. Let's go with the Koala, see what we get. Great. All my tech's gone. That's horrific. Sheesh. What I'm going to do here is 8 into Cavendish. Because he can't Paradise Waterfall cleanly out of this. And yeah, he blocks. Right, now we can remove the Cavendish with the Dragon play. Do Dragon Sanji, remove the Cavendish. So let's just do 5 here. Then we'll go Dragon. Send back the event. And 2 Inazumas. Play out the Sanji. Sanji remove the Cavendish. It's not bad, right? I mean, all our good cards are in the trash now, but man, Koala hitting double Black Spiral and Stussy is just... That's just terrible. Let's force him to take a life. That's terrible, man. Ah. What can you do? Have a Cavendish. Oh, this guy's drawing very well. It's just going to be 8-8, 7-8. And they're all 2Ks anyway, so we may as well take the first one. We'll use that trigger. That's nice. Got to be the Kuma here. Oh, this hack still appearing. Go away. Yeah, it's got to be the Kuma there. We need the healing. 5, and absolutely not. Was this 3 for another Chigi then? Or Hiyori and then some events? Potentially. Yeah, looks like it's events. Luffy the man will become the king of the pirates. It may well be. Let's go 2 into 0. Get rid of that. Now, we've got 1-8 cost. If we play the Kuma, we get another one. We can Kuma hack, but, like, that's all our dons. So I don't think we can really afford to. I think we do need to put on some amount of pressure. The Paradise Waterfall is something we've got to consider. He's also got the restand event. We're not in a good spot here. We're really not. Let's just go with the Kuma. Trash the hack. Get the heal. Then I'll go 5 lead. Get another Kuma. At least it's a 1k. Gonna get a 1k out of him. The Paradise Waterfall is just so annoying. There's not a lot we can do about it. Let's go 6 here. Let's go 6 here. Just gonna use it now. Okay. Hopefully he doesn't have another one. Really hope he doesn't have another one. It's like block restand immediately is just so bad. Oh, he does, doesn't he? Oh man, that combo just sucks, and there's nothing we can do about it. We've seen all our black spirals hit the trash, so I guess we go 11. And then the turn. Don't like it. 8-6. Yep, we've got to let our guys go, sadly. We can't protect our board at all. Just because of the lack of counter, we know he has the restand event. But he has only got 1 life left, and he's used 2 waterfalls. How many more can he have, right? 10 into 8. He can attack this again as well. So we sort of doubly have to let that go. He can use his event here for 3. Restand 2 with the dish attack. It's so bad. So bad. Yeah, you can do 10 into Kuma if you want. We could consider keeping that. So 7 into 5. I mean, he can't kill us here. 10 into 5. We've got to just go for game next turn. We'll use that. Well, these aren't doing anything, so I guess we'll take Dragon. Does Dragon ever do anything? Not really. None of these cards really do anything. Can Koala get us anywhere? None of the River Army stuff KOs like a Mihawk. Not much KOs a Mihawk. Only Stussy. And we don't have Stussy. I guess max options will take a Dragon. The Koala doesn't get anything good. And he leaves 2 Don open. 2 Don open, 1 blocker, 1 life. We need 1, 2, 3 hits to go through. We've only got 3 realistic hits. We've also got the Koala. But it ain't great. I think we're just cooked, you know? I think we're just cooked. If we go 8-8 with the Kumas, I think we'll start with an 8. Can't have more Paradise Waterfalls, right? He can't. Surely, ref. Right, ref? He could probably safely take this one as well. Yeah. Wish we had a Stussy. If we had a Stussy, this would be... It wouldn't be that much better, let's be real. It wouldn't be that much better. If we go 10, he can't just Paradise Waterfall and block. But then all we have left is 6, which is 11, or like 6, 7. It's very bad though. I'm gonna see how he reacts to a 10. I don't want to split the Koala. I think we have to, but it's tough. It's Tough. It's tough. I don't think there was a good lethal here, right? And we can't go another turn. We don't have the agency to. Like, for attacking these, they're just bigger. He blocks and sacks. I mean... feel like 11 is our only option. If he has 3k, 3k, 1k, I mean, it is what it is, right? If he has it, he has it. Oh, he had exact. That's crazy, man. Huh. Huh. What, could I have done anything better there? I don't think so. Damn. GG's. GG's. We never win this now, right? I mean, there could be a crazy trigger, I guess. You never know. We can cancel this one and then just die anyway. I don't think I play any triggers that can save us. We'll find out, I guess. Definitely not that. GG's, well played to our opponent. He got us there. Yeah, that was a close one though, right? 1k in it. You know what? I'll take that for a game against Zoro. I got to show off the Sanji right at the start of the game. We didn't see any Robins. Robin would have been nice to scam his hand a bit and just develop a big blocker. The Stussy as well would have been nice. We did whiff that one Koala as well when we hit the double black Vortex and Stussy. That was ass. But you know, I think that one's going to make the cut. That was a good game into Zoro. Got a game into Rayleigh. Let's take second. Morley's fine. I'd like to see Hack. I'd like to see Sanji. We've got a lot of hacks. I mean, Hack's very good in this matchup. Hack is very, very good. Let's start with the event, see what we get. We can only take Kuma there. That's fine. Robin in the trash is okay. We'll pass it over. Kuma spam seems like it'd be good into Rayleigh. Hack spam also seems like it would be good into Rayleigh. It just takes out their guys. Their deck is just all based around playing weenies, right? Sure, there's Armament Haki and Conqueror's Haki. Sure. Armament is the one where you buff your leader by 1,000. Conqueror's is the one where you give a big debuff, right? 5 on 5, 7 on 5, or we'll counter one of the 5s. We'll give one hack. We probably don't need 3. Well, if it's just 5-5, no, we won't be using that trigger. But that trigger, that event might come up later to be pretty good. Goes with a Hancock. Very nice. Very nice. Observation Haki. We're going to go 5 into 2. Get rid of the Nami. And then play out our hack. Pass it over. Even if he has some kind of event to KO our hack, we still get a little bit of value, right? It's not too bad. Not too bad at all. It shows us the same events again. Indeed. Buffs this up to 5. Is he going to swing with it now? The amount of like efficiency you get with this deck is insane. We'll give 1k with one of the Kumas. See what he's got. He's got to have that Luffy, right? I think he showed us it. Observation Haki of sure. Whiffs. Incredible. We'll give it 2k. He doesn't want to use this. It's got to be the Luffy, right? Yeah, it's the Luffy. You could have given an extra Don as well. Small mistake. Yeah, sure. He shows the same once again. Cheers, bro. Sanji. Yeah, he played a character with a character. We can force him to take a life. I kind of don't want to, but equally we probably should. Yes, opponent takes 1 life. Robin's actually pretty cool. Get rid of 2 of his cards. That's pretty rough. And it's a big blocker. Let's go with that. We'll ditch the Black Spiral. He's got to lose 2, right? It's going to make it hard because they play a lot of events, but if he doesn't have enough events, he can die. So it gives us an Armament and a King Kong Gatling. I want this to attack here. I do want this to attack here. Maybe we attack the hack into the Hancock. So I want to draw a card, right? Yeah, I'll attack the hack into the Hancock. He takes it out. He kind of did his job anyway then. Then we'll pass it over. We've still got An blocker. He's got the buggy looking for an event. What event is he going to get? He's going to get Conqueror's Haki. Another buggy. Okay, buggy gaming. Gets a Conqueror's Haki. This is slash characters and leaders. I don't think we have much slash in this deck. It's mostly strike. What did he play? He played Observation Haki and got Observation Haki. Sure, he's playing Observation Haki and draws Armament Haki. He's just cycling these events at this point. Like, what's... I mean, it's pretty good, but like, what's going on? Sure. He's got Armament, he's got Conquerors. Why not? 8 on 5, yes, for sure. We'll use that trigger, though. That's a nice one. Probably just the 2k there. Yeah, as much as the hack's obviously very good. I might play another one this turn, but I don't know if we need 2 more. The 2k can always be good, right? Played Armament Haki, attached to Don, buffed to Sanji. I'm very confused. So what's this is at 8, and then this is going to be at 9? No trigger. Yeah, and this is at 9. Making it difficult for me, man. If we block 2k and he does 9 into Robin, that's not great. Go 2k, and then we'll go 1k. Don't love it, though. Not in a good spot here. I think we need to hack, for sure. The problem is, like... I just want to attack lead, naturally, but then we're not clearing board. Can we allow this to exist? We've got to get rid of this. Let's attack that with the... Do we just attack that with the Koala? Attack that with the hack. Let's attack 10 on 6 into the Luffy. We'll go 5 with lead, draw a card. We get another 2k, that's great. We'll go the Koala. We can get another 2k, or we can get a Robin. I'm not sure we want the Robin. I think just another 2k here is good. So we'll just take the Morley. Then we'll go with the hack, and then pass it over. To try and make it as difficult as possible for him to get game. And, sure, Conqueror's Haki and Conqueror's Haki. Confirm. Who would you like to buff? Buggy? What a surprise. So in one of these buggies attacks, we block, resolve, take out the other. We get out of both of those attacks for 1 blocker. Quite nice. Now, nothing game-changing, but still strong. If he doesn't take out this hack, then the hack survives, right? It's tricky. If he plays a character with this guy, we can make him take a life and go down to 1. Which is also tricky. Shows us just the 2 Conqueror's Hakis. Does he want to play a character and take a life? He does want to play a Sanji. Well, let's make him take a life. Now, we know he has 2 Conqueror's Hakis, which give a 1k wide debuff. I thought you might do about that. We gotta counter this, right? We've got 3 swings. It's tough, though. The Conqueror's Haki is very, very powerful. We can take and then Kuma back to 1 and, like, leave the blockers up, potentially. Ooh. Yeah, I'll use the trigger. That's a nice trigger. Sanji as well. If we Sanji, we can't Kuma. Worth noting. So now we can go for game, but those Hakis do give a 1k wide debuff. It's kind of tricky. I don't think we go for game. I think we just Kuma here. I will attack this Kuma into the buggy. He's going to conquer his Haki. Okay. Okay. It makes it easier for us to go for game slightly because he's got one less 2k. I still don't think we pull the trigger though. This is at 1, 2, 3. We can make it 4 pretty reasonably. Because I want to attack again at leader to draw a card. And we can make it 5. That forces the Haki and the Don usage. Should have put more Don on my Kuma, maybe. Tricky. That Haki's really good. You know? It's a good card. We can just forego drawing a card to guarantee the care on the buggy. Six into 3, very likely to go through. We've got 2, 4, 6, 8k and a life and 2 blockers. I think we're fine. I'm just going to forego the card. We'll go 6 on 3. I doubt he saves this. He could. He very much still could. And he does. Okay. Okay, I was wrong. Gives us another 1k wide debuff. Pretty good. Needs to give us one more card, though. Gives us another Conqueror's Haki. He fucked up. He fucked up. Damn. That buggy should have lived. He used 3 Conqueror's Hakis there. That sucks. I'm sorry. There's not a lot I can do about that. We're going to trash the Sanji and pass. We've got the hack blocker, we've got the Robin blocker, we've got 2 Don open in case this is a black spiral. That's a real bummer. I'm including this game anyway. We'll try and work out at the end if that buggy living would have made a difference. I don't think it would have. Purely because we have literally 4 2Ks and 2 blockers and a life. I don't see a way for him to win here. But you never know, I guess. Go block, resolve, get rid of that. Just take that option off the table. Yeah, I don't think... I mean, that's definitely not going to help. This doesn't have rush. He's just playing cards for the sake of it now. Okay, I'm not sure that buggy mattered, right? If he does exactly the same thing and has the buggy on the board, we can... He's got a gym, but sure, he's just gaming. Sure. Yeah, if he has the buggy on the board, instead of like... yeah, we'll wait for him to do his fucking thing, and then we'll discuss it. 7. What about... No. He doesn't even have 2 active Don to give unblockable. We actually can just take... He doesn't have 2 active Don. See, if he had 3 more Dons, right? And the buggy on the board. Block. Yeah, GG's. For fuck's sake. Like, he conceded at the same time. If he had... I don't know. You evaluate the game if you want. I wanted to look at the end of that game, but he clicked concede right after doing his last attack to get the troll. Well played to our opponent. Let's just move on. Got a game to Luffy, and I'm going to take first. And it's a pretty nice curve. We've got the hack. Hopefully we'll find something to play after the hack. Morley is a fine backup. Yeah, let's go with the keep. This is a solid curve. I'm liking it. 1 Don. We'll go with the event. See what we get. Don't have any of those. We've got 2 2Ks already. I'll probably just take the Lindbergh, and then we'll end the turn. Next turn, I might go with Lindbergh, just so that we have like a an extra draw 1 trash 1. We'll see. Well, not next turn, but the turn after. You know what I mean. Karasu's okay. He's okay. We can play him on 7 if we really have to. But for now, we're just going to go 8, and he'll probably take. He could use Gear Second if he has spare ramp. But ramp, usually a luxury for blue-purple Luffy. Does decide to just take. No triggers. We're really looking to see a Robin at some point. Would be really nice. Always love to see the Robin. Such a good card. Then we got Fordon, likely to see a Mr. 2, I would expect. You might see Zorojuro, I guess. Gear second, he's got to have some kind of ramp, right? I don't think he mulliganed. He's got Bargwa. He's got Bargwa. Alright. Okay, well, if he's got Bargwa, I'll just play Karasu and pass. Because this is a better character for next turn. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not giving you the Bargwa value, sir. Because now you've got a double ramp on 6, which is difficult, right? And we can even debate whether or not we want to give him the Bargwa value next turn. It's slightly more iffy not attacking next turn. Now that we at least have this Karasu, it's going to force him to trash cards. But, yeah, I don't see any value in, like, playing Lindbergh and attacking 6 there. That just seems really foolish. We do have to eat that Bargwa at some point, though. That's the facts of it. We'll see what he goes for here. He's got to have a ramp. Mr. 2. Gear second again. He could leave 4 up for double Bargwas, I guess. At that point, I think we definitely just attack. If he swings 8, we're attacking. Sure. 6, I'll counter a 6. We'll give one of these Inazumas. And then I think likely to see a Mr. 2 come down. Just guarantee that ramp. That is a 6-cost Sanji. What is that, sir? Okay. Okay, dude. There's no trigger that's going to get rid of an 8 cost, so we can just freely attack 6, force him to trash 1. Then I'm going to play out another Karasu. Then we're going to attack with leader. We're going to attack for 7, draw a card. He's got to trash 1, he's got to counter a 6, he's got to counter a 7. We're in a good spot. I am baffled that he went from I'm holding up 2 for Bargwa to I'm going to play a Sanji and pass. That's crazy business. We'll go with this. Then we'll go 7. He could be doing the thing where you just go 0 immediately against Koala. To get around the fact that I force him to take life when he plays big dudes. But he seems to have changed his mind on that one. So, unsure. Interesting. Interesting. We've got Dragon next turn, but we don't have a great target. It's really just like a vanilla. Which is fine, I guess. We don't have anything good to trash for it either. I guess the vanilla, I wouldn't feel too bad about Stussying it, right? On a later turn. We'll see. We'll see what he does. He's got to be like Kata, right? It's got to be Kata. But then he loses his last life, so... You know, swings and roundabouts. Swings and roundabouts. We could even, like, swing 6, force him to trash, then Stussy our own Karasu to take out the Kata. That could be interesting. This is going lead. You never swing here. You never swing. Just get a 2k at least, right? If this is just 6. He's thinking carefully, right? Our leader effect's really awkward for them to play around. The way I've seen some people try and sort of deal with it is just immediately take to 0 and then sit behind Katakuris. Yeah, that's, I don't think, correct ever. We'll just give the Lindbergh. We definitely don't need him. I didn't have anything that I wanted. Oh, well, he's attacking with his Sanji. That's an interesting choice. I think we'll ditch the hack here. Yeah, I wish we had a Robin or a Kuma in hand. Those would have been perfect targets to ditch for the dragon. We'll make him take a life, of course. And then he's going to ramp 1 Don as rested, so he's up to 9. But he's got no Don open for events. We're going to really start... Another dragon. We still don't have anything good to summon. It's a real feels bad moment, you know? It's literally just, do I want to summon a slightly bigger dude or a blocker? He just leaves. The people just leave. Like, stop leaving. Play the game. So, thank you for watching. Let me know what you think of the deck. Let me know what you thought of the games. Apologies for the blue-purple Luffy game being cut short. I played like 4 or 5 blue-purple Luffys. They literally all left early. I don't know what was going on with the blue-purple Luffy players tonight. But I wasn't able to get a full game against any of them. I guess they were all just kind of tilted at the Koala effect. It is what it is. Either way, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. And I hope you have a lovely rest of your day.